We are only 4 days away to the AGT live shows for 2024, and we officially now have the full lineup for the AGT live shows, which is only happening in a few days' time. So, in this video, I'll be giving out my thoughts on the acts that made it. Now, a little spoiler alert: I'm not able to include everybody here, so I've just included the nine golden buzzers and some of the standouts from the audition. So, without any further ado, let's get straight into this video. So yes, as I've mentioned just now, that we are only about 4 days. We're only 4 days away until we are at the live shows for America's Got Talent for season 19, and it's just crazy to think that it's gone by so quickly. It feels like yesterday the auditions happened for AGT, and that was during the BGT live semi-finals, which was a big bonus as well. So we got BGT and AGT all at the same time, which I think was cray cray. Which I assume they do normally. But no, in all seriousness, I'm really am looking forward to this year's live shows. I think the lineup is really strong. But I will say there are some acts I'm pretty sure that didn't make the cut, which I'll mention at the end of the video. Also, some news before going into the video is that Hell's Kitchen season 23 premieres on September the 26th, which I am super duper looking forward to watching. If you're wondering, I will be doing my reviews like I did last year. I really enjoyed doing them last year, so I will be doing the exact same for that this year. So if you want to it's gonna be but I'm gonna try and do all the episodes as I didn't get to do quite all. I did make the most of them, but I didn't get to the rest of them. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing for Hell's Kitchen, which will be the day before after actually the Masked Singer UK, no, the US actually, season 12 would air. So on that week we've got the Masked Singer, the Hell's Kitchen, and I think the final. I think for AGT, I think that's what the day is on. I'm not too sure, but we can always double check when the time comes. So as I mentioned, we have all 44 acts for the live shows for AGT season 19. As I've mentioned at the start of the video, I'm not able to give the whole lineup away because I think this would be about 2 hours long, me just yapping on about them. So what I've done is I've done some of the standout acts that have been there, as well as the nine golden buzzers, if that makes sense. So so I think we should just get started with my review on some of the acts that have made it. So without any further ado, let's just get straight into the video. So let's talk about. So first up, the first act that I'm going to mention that made the live shows is Air Footworks, the Japanese dance group who blew everybody away with their audition. I think at this point, if these guys aren't in the finals of this show, it's going to be a legit robbery because I think we've seen so many dance groups over the years, and some of them have hailed from Japan. We've had Avantgarde, we've had from BGT, we had Cyber Agents Legit, and we had Haribo, the Double Dutch team. I mean, you could consider that dance, but it's kind of Double Dutch at the same time. But it's so incredible. And these guys, in my opinion, have really set the bar this year for the dance acts. As they honestly, I don't think I've ever seen a dance group more incredible, more synchronized than any other dance group I think we've had on AGT or BGT. It's just incredible. These guys are super incredible. I think they are, without a doubt, the fan favourites this year. I've seen many YouTube comments saying that they could win, and I'm one of them. And the fact they didn't get a golden buzzer, it makes me even more upset over Schumacher. No offence, but still, I think it's incredible. These guys are incredible. So, by the way, I will reveal the whole lineup, which I did a little section of images. I did that, so I will share that with you at the end of the video. So, Air Footworks, incredible, sensational, guaranteed lock for the finals. Just enough said. Then we also have Alex Sampson, who did his own original song. I really like Alex. I think he can be a bit of a dark horse in the competition. I think his voice is very good. His songwriting is really good, very likable. And to see him, and he's definitely got a fan base going on right now, especially Instagram comments if I can find AGT. Let me just give me a second. This is on my phone. Hang on, let me check something. Okay. Oh well. Okay. 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 There we go. So let's go to the comments. So basically, when we have Alex Sampson, this is you can't see this, but this is what I'm seeing. So we have hang on. We have Alex Sampson. Alex Sampson. I'll be voting for Alex Sampson. Alex Sampson. Alex Sampson again. Alex Sampson. Alex Sampson. Alex Sampson. Quite a few of them are all for Alex Sampson. To be honest with you, I mean, not all of them, of course. It's not like most of them are for Alex. I have to say, he's definitely got a social media following for sure. And also, it's not like with Abigail and Afronita, when they were competed on BGT this year, the comments were just flooding with their fan base. Like, for all the eye could see, you could just see them just going nuts in the fucking comments. And that's not me saying a bad thing, because fan bases have different. There's different fan bases, but team like a bit of Oscar Stenbridge, a bit of Menudo, Alexander. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. So I think he's definitely going to be like the kind of like the social media favorites. Because you know what fan bases are like these days. Sacred Diana, Danila Chilishova, Jackie Ivanko, all these fan bases that everybody loves. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to see Alex. Then we have the Attraction Junior, which is basically kids' edition of Attraction. And yeah, I think I'm so glad they made the semi-finals, the quarterfinals this time, the live shows, because of. Oh, by the way, I got a new background as well because I didn't want to have the same background with the judges. So I might do this for my finals predictions. I might, but anyways, regardless, I think this is a gorgeous. I think these guys were amazing. I'm so happy they're in the lives, because on BGT last year, not last year, 2 years ago, when they were on, they did even get to the semi-final, and I was just like, what the hell? Like, and that's what pissed me off, because on BGT, they had some, especially in 2022, they had acts like, I'm trying to think, Ranger Chris, they had Brian and Crystal, they had, like, Titan the Robot, all these acts that didn't really amuse me as much, but these guys didn't get to the BGT the semi-finals, which really pissed me off, because I was like, why can't we have real talent instead of like the joke acts that they put through every single year? Like, it doesn't make literal sense to me, at least in my opinion. I don't know why, it just does not make sense within the slightest. But yeah, I shouldn't really be worried about it too much, to be honest with you, because it's not a big deal at the moment. But anyways, I'm so happy Attraction are in the semis. I think they could, especially with the Golden Buzzer this year. I forgot to tell you, there's actually a Golden Buzzer this year where one judge can press the GB and send the act straight to the final. And also, I think 3 other acts will get to the semi-finals. So it's going to be really interesting to see how the format is. Because when I first heard it, I was like, oh no. So that's going to ruin the whole format. But now I heard that 3 acts will go to the semi-finals with the one Golden Buzzer in the final to get to the final. I thought to myself, oh, okay, I can see where we can work with this. Yeah, so that's where we are. Then we had, so the next one we're going to talk about is the boy Samuka, the one-legged dancer from Brazil. I think he is really starting to grow on me, this guy, because his audition was honestly incredible. And I think Simon said that this year they're going to introduce breakdancing, for the first time. And I think this guy is beyond incredible. He was able to do a backflip with one leg. Like, who else can do that? To dance and do break dance like that with one leg, it's like fucking incredible. It really is. So the more I think about it, I think he could be a dark horse in the competition to make it to the final. I could also see him getting a Golden Buzzer this year in the final. Maybe by Sophia, maybe. I don't know. But I think he's got a good shot of getting to the final regardless. Then we have Howie's Golden Buzzer, Brent Street. And like I said, I will be covering the Golden Buzzers. I will be. And like I said, Brent Street are incredible. They are incredible. and they are a dance act I could see winning AGT. They've got a real shot. Their audition felt like a finale performance. I've mentioned that many times, but I can't say that enough because of how incredible their audition was. It was so good. It was just so good, and incredibly well deserved Golden Buzzer as well. So that's what I have to say for them. Then we have Dee Dee Simon, who did And I'm Telling You from Dreamgirls. Her voice is also amazing. She's got a shot as well. I think between her and, in my opinion, Liv Warfield, I think Dee Dee is a bit better than Liv, in my opinion. Again, we can all have our opinions in the comments below. But like I said, that I think her voice is sensational. Like I said, I think she could be a runaway favorite going into the semi-finals. I think it also depends on her lineup, because I do know the lineup for Tuesday first week. I will reveal it on Tuesday night before the show, and it's honestly incredible. It's a pretty strong lineup. So it's going to be interesting to see who can hype on top. And I really am excited to see Dee Dee again. Then we have Fluent and Inkaby, the Australian rapping duo. And I will say, rapping isn't always my cup of tea, but thinking about it, I think these two are very, very talented. And I think Sophia said in the audition they could go very far. And I think, I could see them getting an edit where they could surprise us, we're not thinking about it, and they give us an epic performance. I think they've got a shot. I think they've got a real shot of doing that. I think they've got a shot. Like I said, rapping I feel like could be a bit hit and miss for people, but their audition was fabulous. I thought their audition was absolutely fantastic. The rapping between the two, the chemistry was incredible. I think if I was a record company, I'd sign these guys up right away. I'm not trying to sound like Simon Cowell here, So, if I was Sony, I'd be signing you up right now. I'm bad at impressions, but that's just me. But yeah, these guys are very good. I'm very happy they're in the lives. Now, next up, we have one of my favourite acts of the season, and that is Hakuna Matata Acrobatics. I couldn't be more happy to see these guys in the live shows because hang on, folks, back in a minute. All right, sorry about that, folks. I just had to do something, I had to pause the video quickly. But anyways, as I was saying, to talk about the next up, we have Hakuna Matata Acrobatics, who are one of my favourite acts of the season, in my opinion. The act, this type of act is just so incredible. I met, the Ramadan brothers from last year. They remind me of them. But I think, although I don't think anyone can beat the Ramadan brothers, but they are an amazing group. They really are fantastic. It's so incredible, so exciting. The roller stuff they were doing was insane. It was honestly insane. I think it's an act I could totally see in Vegas. I actually think this act could be in the final. I do actually think that. It's just so exciting to see an act like this. It really is. I'm just so happy to see them in the live shows, and I really do hope we see them make it very far. I think they are fantastic. Then next up we have the Hyper Kids. Hang on. Hyper Kids Africa. I think what their names were there. So they are a dance group from. Is it from Ghana or is it? I think it's from Ghana. I think they're from Ghana. I'm not too sure, but they come in mind with the Ghetto Kids a little bit from season, from series 17. No, series 16 of Britain's Got Talent, which was last year, and they got all the way to the final. Now, I don't think anyone could beat the Ghetto Kids, but they're very good as well. So to see them in the live shows, I'm very happy to see. Then yeah, I think they're very good, and I'm very happy to see them that they're in the live shows. Really, yeah. Then we have Terry's Garden. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Then next up we have Learn More Janasi, who is Terry Crews's Golden Buzzer, and for the comedian. He's a comedian, and I think he's one of the funniest acts of the season. I think the top three so far this season are him, Richard Goodall, and Air Works. If that's to say my top three, it's definitely those three. I think he's just really funny. I'm so happy he got the golden buzzer. And comedians, it's rare to see a comedian get a golden buzzer these days. So to see him get the golden buzzer was just so refreshing, and I'm just really happy that he got the golden buzzer. As I think and also we have not had a comedian win AGT, so to see this to see him win would be fantastic, as it'd be so good to see a comic finally win AGT. And then we have Sophia's golden buzzer, which is for Legion, the Malamo group. I've said this before, and I'll say this again. I think they are the best act this season. An act I can see in Vegas. It's an act I think is incredible. I mean, the whole act I was not expecting, and the fact that I did like fire on their boots, as like the whole element of the routine, it was literally so good. And they were very synchronized. It's I can just go on forever how much I could just go on forever how much I love these guys, because I think it's an act I could see in Vegas tomorrow. I think they are just absolutely fantastic. I love the group. I absolutely love these guys. I think they could be. I know I'm biased here, but I think these guys should definitely be in the final of the show. They're just that good, in my opinion. Then we have the next golden buzzer, which was for Simon's first golden buzzer, Liv Warfield. And okay, this was an interesting one because while I think it was a deserved golden buzzer, and while I feel for her episode, she was the strongest of the episode and a deserved golden buzzer. I said this earlier, but between her and Dee Simon, I think Dee Simon is actually a bit of a better singer than Liv Warfield. Now, it's just my opinion. I don't know if it's just maybe the band was a bit drowned out. Her vocals were drowning out because of the band. But I think she could be a kind of like shot in the dark. Maybe she could go through to the final, especially because would they have the judge? Would they have the two of the judges golden buzzers in the final? That's what I'm thinking. But I think personally, I think she could definitely make it. But we'll definitely see what happens. I think she is very good though. Then we have Oscar Stembridge, who is another singer. I'm really happy that made it through. He did his own song. I think can't remember what it's called. But I love his voice. I know I do tend to sound biased when I do these videos, but I do love his voice. I love his voice. He's really talented. He's a great songwriter. I could definitely, and I think the public would definitely like him. I think the pub, it's an act I could definitely see. I can see him being rooted for, especially with his fans. I think he's from London, but lives in Sweden. I think that's where he mentioned his audition. He's from London, but he lives in Sweden now. So yeah, I do think he's got a shot, mate, of having like a deep run. But yeah, Oscar Stembridge. Then we have Heidi's second golden buzzer of the two, which is Pranayska Mishra. I think I mentioned this in my tier maker prediction video, where I think that when I first saw audition, I thought to myself, well, she's going to be in the final. She's incredible. I personally think the more I think about it, I mean, like her her performance was sensational. I think one of the best performances of the season, in my opinion. I think she's a star. She can be a star, and I think she's got serious potential to do really well. But I think the more I think about it, I could see her making the top 5 of the night, and that's it. I can't say I'm making it too far, especially with the other golden buzzers and favourites that are in the competition right now. That's just my opinion, But let me know what you think in the comments below about that. Then we have Howie's second golden buzzer, which is for Reed Wilson. A bit similar to Paniska, but I think Reed is absolutely fantastic. A very well deserved golden buzzer. But my only worry is that, between the golden buzzers this year, I don't think he's the strongest golden buzzer, in my opinion. I'm sure, absolutely was absolutely well deserved, of course. But I feel like, especially with Brent Street, they are sensational, and I can't see them not make the final.
Sorry, I'm not sure about that.
That was my Alexa right there. I don't know why that went off. I apologise for that. But as I was saying for Reed Wilson, I think he's very good. But similar to Panaisika Mishra, I'm not too sure, if he's going to be able to live up to the standards of the other singers in the competition and the other Golden Buzzers, in my opinion. But like I said, that's just my opinion. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And then next up we have everybody's favourite right now, Richard Goodall, the janitor who did Don't Stop Believing. I just think there's something so amazing about this guy. How humble he is. I mean, he just seems like such an amazing person. I think he's a star. And to see him get that golden buzzer was probably one of the best things I've seen on AGT in such a long time. Someone who truly did deserve it. He was incredible, honestly. I think, and everybody on social media, especially on the YouTube comment section, everybody's going nuts for him, and rightfully so, because he is the clear favourite. He's got 21 million views on his audition. He's the fan favourite to win. He's my personal favourite to win the competition. I just think he's absolutely fantastic. A fantastic singer, a fantastic person. That's just all you want in a contestant. All I can say is that he's a star. He is a bloody star. That's what I can say right now. Then we have another act. I'm really happy that made the cut. That is Ronnie Sagi and Rhythm, the dog act, who did a routine to, I think it was California Dreaming by the Sia version. And I only know the Sia version is because I think it's by the Mamas and the Papas, from what I remember. But I didn't know that until Hugh Sheridan performed on The Masked Singer as the Rooster. I didn't know that. But I think, we had a dog act win last year, which was Adrian Hurricane, which I never expected to see win. As I've stated many times on the channel, that I never expected Adrian Hurricane to win. As when it came down to them and Mitch Russell, I thought for sure it was going to be Mitch in the final. But the fact that those guys, Adrian Hurricane, did actually make it is interesting because, I don't think we had more of a dark horse winner in the history of AGT than them, which I think is fantastic. And to see this Ronnie and Sagi in here right now, I can definitely see that. I mean, I doubt they're going to have a dog winner back to back, but I can see them making it to at least maybe the final, maybe in like a very similar situation, if that makes sense. So, all I can say is I'm so happy that these guys. I mean, Ronnie are is in the final with with Rhythm. I just couldn't be more happy that they're in. I couldn't be more happy. Sabrina is next. Is another standout act. Dance groups are one of my favorites, and Sabrina, they're another incredible golden, and they are an incredible dance group. The fact they didn't get golden buzzer, I think, is wrong in my opinion. They deserved it. They deserved the golden buzzer. If I was, excuse me, if I was on the panel and I had the opportunity to press the golden buzzer, it would be for those guys. Without a bloody question, I think, I just think they're amazing, so synchronized, and just amazing. They're absolutely fantastic. I love them. I think, and Simon said that they've got a shot at winning the show. It's going to be tough to see who they're up against because it looks like Earth Works is the fan favourite. I think Hit Them and Learn More and Richard are the top three so far, but I could see them creeping in without doubt. Then we have Sam Hang, one of the magicians that made it to the live shows, along with Young Min, Solange, the quick change artist, and Jonathan Burns. I think Sam is interesting because when I first saw his audition, I was blown away, and I said I kind of said to myself, "Oh, he's got a shot being in the final." But now we have Young Min, we have Solange, we have Jonathan Burns. I feel like he's kind of being overshadowed a little bit, in my opinion, and also, I think what he does is, I haven't seen a magic act like his in quite a long time. But I'm excited to see, how he can up his game in the live show, especially with his close up act, as he did the whole routine with the finger routine with the ring. It was very, very good as well. So I'm excited to see what he brings next time. And then now we have Sophia's shocking golden buzzer. I say shocking because a lot of people were not expecting this, but that is for comedy duo Schumacher. And I've stated this before, but the fact they got a golden buzzer is baffling to me. It just it's insane because I will never understand for the life of me how this was a golden buzzer. Like I've stated this before, but I do not understand the Japanese comedy that they bring on the show. It's just nuts. It's absolutely insane to me. I just can't get over my head. I don't know why. It's probably my sense of humor, the way I see things, and my household as well. We just think. We just think differently, but I don't see how this was funny or golden buzzer act at all. So. Yeah, and I think it was a huge waste of a golden buzzer as well. It was a huge waste, in my opinion, especially of that episode where I think it should have been, in my point of view, it should have absolutely been given to Deanne Ray, the singer who did the Ricky Martin song. I can't remember what the song was, but I thought he crushed it, and the fact he didn't get the golden buzzer was like effing insane. I'm sorry, it was insane. Um, and then we have Sebastian Sonia. Um, the acrobatic, not acrobatic, but the aerialist duo, I think, and that they were I remember them. I think the judges really liked them. I think all of them were calling it. This is one of the best aerial acts we've seen on AGT in such a long time. And they are incredible. I love aerialist acts. I love them, and especially. I think they could. I want to say let's go back to BGT quickly with Itzel Salvatierra. When she did her semi-final performance, I was blown away. It was a huge step up to the audition, and I thought she could have definitely been in the final, but she didn't get to the final. So I could see. I think these guys could definitely make the final. Depend if they get the golden buzzer or just getting voted to the semi-final and get voted through to the final again. So it's gonna be interesting, but I think they've got a real shot at going far in the competition. Then we have Sky Elements, which is Simon's golden buzzer, and a very well deserved golden buzzer as well. As to see a joint act. I've never seen a joint act before in my life, but it was just mesmerizing to watch. I remember watching the episode, just being like captivated. Like it, it really is one of the most incredible things I think AGT has ever had on the show. It's just what they're able to do with the drones and everything is just bloody insane. Oh my god. It's just insane. I think they've got a shot at being in the top 5 for sure. I think Simon said they've got a shot at winning. And, like similar to Metaphysics, something so unique. Metaphysics I can't even say the name. Metaphysics got 4th place in 2022. But I can also see the same happening to Sky Elements. So it's gonna be so interesting, to see that happen. I do hope we see them in the final because it would be so incredible to see them bring something so refreshing and new to the show, especially for the final. And oh yeah, that's it. Okay, so that's some of the standard acts for me. As well as the golden buzzers. So before I end this video, I'll go through the acts that we have in the final cut. So we have Airfoot's Works, Alex Sampson, Arish Ashes and Arrows, Ashley Montage, Attraction Junior, The Boy Semicar, Biko's Manor, Brent Street, Brooke Bailey, Dee Simon, Erica Rhodes, Fluent and Inkaby, Hakuna Matata Acrobatics, Hyper Kids Africa, Ilya and Anastasia, Jelly Boy the Clown, Jonathan Burns, Journey, Kelsey Jane, L6, Learn More, Malevo, Liv, Osis, High School, Maya, the guitarist, Menudo, Nini, the other guitarist, Oscar, Philip Lewis, Poniska, Reed, Richard, Ronnie, Sagi, Sabrina, Sam. We have Shimaka, Sebastian, and Sonia, Sky, Element, Sarlenge, Stephanie Rainey, the Reclaws, Tony Kaku, and Young Min. So this is the official lineup for the live shows, and I have to say this overall lineup is really good. It really is fantastic. But I will say I'm very shocked that we didn't see the acts like Super Silver Jr., Deanne Ray. I'm the most shocked about. Jojo Ridge. I thought was going to be the dark horse in the competition. And some other acts like Praveen, that the balancer from India, the headbalancer, he was incredible. to see him not go through is baffling. But yeah, this is overall this is a really strong lineup, I have to say. So I think regardless who gets to the final, we have a pretty strong overall lineup of finals. So yeah, that's really it for this video. If you enjoy this video, like and subscribe, and as well also comment down below your thoughts on the lineup for the live shows. Do you agree with the lineup? Who would you have had there? And just comment down below your thoughts. I'm really excited to see your thoughts, and I will announce the line. I will do more videos regarding AGT, the live shows, once the lineup is. I know it's announced now, but I'll do the video of it on the Tuesday before the show. But anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe with post notifications turned on. I'd really appreciate that. But thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys next time.